Well, Venezuela says it has detained U.S. citizens involved in spying. CCTV's Martin Markovits reports the action will only further strain tense relations between Caracas and Washington.
Surrounded by thousands of his red-shirted supporters, President Nicolas Maduro took a new, tougher stance against his government's longtime nemesis, the United States. During a political rally on Saturday, the Venezuelan president said an unspecified number of Americans were arrested on suspicion of espionage and plotting to overthrow his government.
We've detected activity, and we have captured some U.S. citizens in undercover activities, in hidden activities, espionage, trying to win over people in the towns along the Venezuelan coast, trying to win people over in some neighborhoods. In Táchira, we captured a pilot of a U.S. plane of Latin origin with all sorts of documentation.
Maduro in recent weeks has accused Washington and Venezuela's opposition of trying to organize a coup to force him out of office. He recently arrested Caracas Mayor Antonio Ledesma for his alleged role in the plot, and also briefly detained 4 U.S. missionaries for possible espionage activity. At Saturday's rally, Maduro said these incidents prompted him to enact new restrictive measures against Washington. This includes visa requirements for U.S. citizens and a reduction of U.S. embassy personnel in Caracas. Since a U.S.-backed coup in 2002 that briefly removed Maduro's predecessor and mentor, the late Hugo Chavez, from power, Caracas and Washington have had strained relations. Both the U.S. and Venezuela have recalled their ambassadors, and recently Washington levied sanctions on Caracas for Maduro's tough response to last year's violent opposition protests. But despite being political enemies, the U.S. and Venezuela still have deep economic relations, and it's unlikely that tougher sanctions targeting Venezuela's oil exports will be implemented anytime soon.
They have been saying that they would stop selling oil to the United States, but we have been hearing this since Chavez was president in 2000. Now 15 years have passed and Venezuela is still selling oil to the U.S. It is because we are completely dependent on the U.S. and it is our biggest economic partner.